Hello, I'm Councillor Mark Riley and I'm the Acting Mayor of Moreland City Council. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge this message is being spoken on the lands of the Wurundjeri Wurrung peoples. The land was taken from them without a treaty process, consent or compensation, and sovereignty was never ceded. We wish to acknowledge them as the traditional owners and custodians of these lands and waterways, and would also like to pay our respect to their elders, past, present and emerging, as well as to all First Nations communities who significantly contribute to the life of our area. I was meant to speak to you from Belf Park in East Brunswick, where we planned to hold a special tree planting ceremony in honour of Dag Hammarskjo, a West Papuan memorial tree. I would like to acknowledge Amos Wangai from West Papua, who was meant to help me plant the tree. Amos came to Australia on a traditional double outrigger canoe in 2006 with 42 other West Papuans seeking political asylum and wanting to break the news ban on what Indonesia was doing in West Papua and to the indigenous West Papuans. I would also like to acknowledge the Australian Office of the Federal Republic of West Papua, who initiated this and many other similar events. This office is there to grow hope for the future of West Papua, Indonesia and Australia, the three nations which will all benefit from this struggle. I'm speaking to you from my home because we are currently in lockdown. However, this does not stop us from advocating on behalf of our communities. 3.5 years ago, Moreland City Council had the honour of being represented at the first West Papuan Community Showcase, organised in partnership with the City of Darebin and Darebin Ethnic Communities Council. This was an opportunity to learn about the West Papuan history and commemorate the anniversary in West Papua's struggle for self-determination and sovereignty. Council continues to pay tribute to the West Papuan people. Events like the annual Morning Star flag raising ceremony acknowledge their commitment to their freedom and their right to build a safe, free and independent West Papua. Today, we remember the second Secretary-General of the UN, Dag Hammarskjo, and the decolonisation program that he developed for West Papua in 1961. Dag Hammarskjo died on the 18th of September 1961 in a plane crash during a mission to prevent civil war in the newly independent Congo. If Dag Hammarskjo had lived to guide this decolonisation program through the General Assembly, West Papua might not be an Indonesian colony today. This message is recorded to support the will of West Papuans in their fundamental right to self-determination. We anticipate that trees planted in honour of Dag Hammarskjo will fortify the action of states, NGOs and individuals to support a motion in the UN General Assembly so that West Papua's arguments for their right of sovereignty over their land can be debated. Therefore, the West Papua Tree Memorial Planting Ceremony continues to be an important event for West Papuans all over the world in their continuing struggle for independence. Council is committed to advocate, promote human rights and address issues of discrimination and marginalisation at the local, regional, national and international level. The Moreland Human Rights Policy 2016 to 2026 provides a framework and objectives for the implementation of Council's human rights obligations. Council has a long history of supporting the East Timorese people and other Australian communities. During the period of Indonesian occupation, Australian communities and individuals were active in the international solidarity movement, supporting East Timorese independence. Council is committed to promoting human rights and supporting the West Papuan people's struggle for the same dignified and equitable life in their communities that all Australians expect. Thank you.